Hey everybody, it's Joe with Joe Knows Cryptos here with a daily update. And hey guys, what a fantastic day it's been for the cryptocurrency market today, huh? Woo! Hey, this is a couple of decent runs we've had here in the last couple of weeks, right? Litecoin up over 48 bucks, Bitcoin over 3,900. Not too bad, but the cool thing is the market cap has really shot up to about 32 billion, which is huge, and the volume has increased by almost I think about 10 million, billion, whatever. I don't know. It's up big. They're both up big, trust me, which is a great sign. So, what I want to talk to you about today is we all pretty much, I hope we're all aware that the U.S. national debt has hit $22 trillion. It's and climbing daily. America's not the only country that's in debt. We're one of the larger economies, so we happen to be the most in debt. But pretty much every country's in debt. Every country that has a Federal Reserve where they take your money and charge interest on it. It's a no-win situation for people who live in these countries that have Federal Reserves and global banking cartels. I have a solution on how we can not only, this isn't going to be about getting rid of the Fed, although I think that would be a great idea, but it's going to be about how we can all benefit and pay off or at least pay down that national debt. And any country can do this. I hope America does this. I hope President Trump gets wind of this video. He has very smart advisors. They may have already suggested or at least talked about this, kicked this idea around. But if it's something you haven't thought of or something maybe they haven't thought of, hey, it's always good to put things out there because you never know who's going to hear it. And if you guys think it's a great idea, pass this video along, share it, like it, give it thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. So here's the pitch. All right, I don't know if we all know, I talk about it pretty often, but if you're new to the channel and new to cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin has a limited supply that there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. There will only be 84 million Litecoin ever. So based on the whole dynamic of supply and demand, as the supply of something decreases or the demand of a item increases, naturally the price of this item or this product increases. Now if there's no demand for it, or there's a whole bunch of it, then the price goes down. So Bitcoin, Litecoin, pretty much any cryptocurrency, but I like to focus on ones that are mined because people will find out and will figure out eventually that these are the cryptocurrencies that have true value. They're not created out of thin air, much like fiat currency that we use today, but they actually have to be mined, and it costs time, energy, and people power to do this, which gives them real value. So we are in debt $22 trillion, as many other countries are. Wouldn't it be fantastic if President Trump came out and said, people, America, in our financial reserves, we have been purchasing Bitcoin or are beginning to purchase Bitcoin, and right now we have I don't have the numbers on this, but there are numbers mathematically that would work out to make this happen. I just haven't figured them out. My calculator only goes up to 999 million, so I can't get into the billions and trillions. I would have figured it out, but my calculator wouldn't go that high. I'd probably have to buy a bigger calculator. That's how much debt we're in. 22 trillion just shows you how much that is. So President Trump comes out and says, we've been accumulating Bitcoin from the $3,200 price all the way up till the, I don't know, say whatever price it's at currently, $30, $39, $100 price. And we're continuing to purchase it on a monthly. Monthly, we're purchasing 500,000 Bitcoin and Litecoin every month. So, when Bitcoin reaches X amount of dollars, this will be whatever price it's needed to pay off whatever portion of the national debt, or $22 trillion, whatever Bitcoin hits, say $10 million of Bitcoin, the national debt will have enough money to pay off the national debt. And don't forget, people, this national debt is not only our country's responsibility, but every single person in the country is responsible for, I think it's something like $44,000, and every person's grandchild or child is responsible for $20,000. It could even be more than that. It might be $60,000 per person and like $30,000 per child that you're responsible for paying back in your taxes. And of course, that's only going to increase as time goes on. So, he says, what I suggest we do, you don't have to do this, but this would help us and would help out the country, which would help out you, help out me, help out all of America. If you are Americans, what I would hope that you would do to help speed up the time that we can pay off our national debt is if everyone in America would put in only $100 and purchase $100 worth of Bitcoin and $100 worth of Litecoin, we could pay off our national debt. Because between the United States buying it and every citizen putting in $100 of Bitcoin and $100 in Litecoin would pretty much buy up all the Bitcoin and all the Litecoin, and the price would go up to 10 million, and they would be able to pay off the national debt. And then he would, say something in regards to, now, not only will this help America because it will help us pay off our national debt, but it will also help the individuals who put $100 into Bitcoin and $100 into Litecoin, because your $100 will be worth $100,000 once it goes up to $10 million. Of course, that's for the people who buy it at these prices. Now, the price is going to go up, and the people who decide to put their $100 in later won't benefit as much. But isn't it better to pay $100 than to owe $60,000 and have each of your children owe another $30,000? Think about that. You could pay $100. Every citizen in America could pay $100 into Bitcoin and $100 into Litecoin, or owe $60,000, and each one of their children owe another $30,000. It's like $100,000. Would you rather pay $200 or have your family each one owe tens of thousands? Now, I hope America does this, because if not, I have a feeling a smaller country that owes money as well may very well do the exact thing that I'm suggesting. It's only a matter of time before they figure it out that it's all supply and demand. And, if they buy it all up, the price is gonna go up. And then naturally, the president should say something in regards to, now naturally we're not going, once we hit our goal, we're not going to sell all of our Bitcoin and all of our Litecoin, because naturally that would bring down the price. And then, of course, we wouldn't have the money to pay off the debt. So we plan on selling it off incrementally, month by month. And if you'd like to help the price stay up, to help us pay off our debt, buy another $25 a month, every citizen, of Litecoin and Bitcoin, and that'll keep the price up. It's not a lot to ask from people, especially when they're going to benefit as well from it. and it's a great way to pay off the national debt. Now, I hope that this makes sense, but if I'm missing something, because I just kind of thought of it this morning when I was laying in bed. I've always had an idea about it, but I never really put it into words and thought it out completely. But if this makes sense to you, let me know. And if it doesn't, and if there's a problem or a hitch, comment down below. I'd like to hear people's thoughts on this. If you think it's a great idea, which I think it's a pretty fail-safe idea, all based on supply and demand, Bitcoin will go up as it's bought up. And if everybody's buying it and the government's buying it, it's going to go up. Now, what that's going to also do is devalue the dollar, the fiat currency. And he can also state something like, once this national debt is paid off, the United States is going to start a U.S. dollar, not a Federal Reserve dollar, but a dollar backed by the U.S. government. And it's going to be backed by gold, silver, Bitcoin, and Litecoin. So it will always stay strong. Guys, gold and silver has always had value and usually keeps up with inflation. Bitcoin and Litecoin, because it's simply there's only so much of it, and it's decentralized, will always have value as well, especially if people are invested in it in the United States and believe in it. Then they'll believe in it if they're invested in it and they see it go up in value and they understand it. It will help people understand the value of a digital currency, of cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and Litecoin, that it's not just created out of thin air, that it is actually mined, that it does actually take power and manpower and electricity to create, that it's not just created from thin air. It's just not, okay, let's go to the computer and put another zero at the end of this at this number because we're running out of cash, and right now there's no denying that crypto is here to stay. JP Morgan just came out with a cryptocurrency. It's crap. It's just backed by the fiat dollar. I mean, the only reason I could really see it being even made is to prevent a bank run, because there's not enough cash that you can hold in your hand to pay all the people that have the money in the bank. So, if there's a bank run, they could say, well, we're out of money, but we'll give you this JP Morgan token that's worth $1, which is worth nothing, which is just print it out, just put a zero at the end. It's nothing but numbers. So, guys, what else? Oh, there was something else I wanted to say. I can't think of it at the moment. When you start talking and then you get off track, well, that's kind of what I did. So, anyway, guys, tell me what you think. Great day in the market. I hope you guys bought your Bitcoin and Litecoin like I suggested you do 3 weeks ago and 2 weeks ago. Now, this is not financial advice, and it's had a good run up, so it might pull back a little bit, but I don't see it. I don't see how Bitcoin and Litecoin right now aren't worth, how Litecoin's not worth thousands of dollars right now. I just don't understand it. But it's coming soon, guys. Bitcoin's going to be worth in the tens of thousands very soon, guys. Another reason why the market might have popped a little today is it's the end of the Chinese New Year. You say, well, crypto's illegal in China, but yeah, well, gambling is illegal in America unless you're in Las Vegas or in a regulated casino. And if you're under 21, drinking's illegal, and driving without a license is illegal, but people do it, right? People in China are buying cryptos. Guys, I'm getting to 15 minutes here. Gotta sign off. Kiss your wife, your girlfriend, hug those kids, and pet those pets, and God bless you. Joe Knows Cryptos, signing off.